Hello crochet crafters. Today I'm going to make a seashell and I'm using my go-to size 6 USA crochet hook. You can use whatever size you want, and I'm using a pink. The seashells, you know, they're pink, coral color, off-white, whatever, you know, whatever floats your boat. Just pick up your crochet needle or your hook rather, and let's get going. So I'm going to do the chain 2 method. If you prefer the magic chain, you can do that. The chain 2 method, going into the first chain, I'm going to go ahead and do 6 single crochets right into that first chain. If you want to do 6 in your magic circle, certainly go ahead and do that. I'm also working my tail back in. If you don't know how to work a tail back in, I've got a Lori's Handiwork video for working your tail back in. 1 2 3 4 5, and I need to do one more single crochet to make 6. So then what I'm going to do is when you get back around, you pick up the front and back loop of the one you were just in, and you're going to go ahead and do 2 single crochets in each one all the way around. So by the time you get through those 6 and you've done 2 single crochets in each one all the way around, you will have a total count of 12 stitches. So working in the round, you will have a total count of 12 stitches when you get to the end of your, if you need to use place markers to get all the way around and to know where you are, you know, please feel free to do that. I'm just counting as I'm going. And but if you're new to crocheting, certainly okay to use place marker stitches. Okay, this is where I started my 2. I can see the 2 that I've done in there. So what, if you need to put a place marker, go ahead. And what I'm going to do as I go around now is I'm going to work only in the back loops, and as I go around I'm going to do a half double crochet. So let me show you how a half double crochet works in the back loop. You wrap it around once and you put it in the back loop. It's really important that you put it in the back loop because we're going to be working in that front loop. And you wrap it around again and you pull it through. Again, if you don't know how to do a half double crochet, go ahead and you know, take a lesson on how to do that. So I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the first stitch in the back loop, and then 2 half double crochets in the next stitch in the back loop. And then I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the back loop of the next one, and then I'm going to do 2 half double crochets in the loop of the next one. Okay. And then we're going to do that all the way around. We're doing 1 half double crochet and then 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. And I'll meet you back around to where we started. Hopefully you have your place marker intact. And we're building our seashell. I'm just using pink because I like pink. And this one's kind of, I just had this left over. Whoops. Half double crochet. I'm actually just using, it's kind of a fuzzy pink to give it a kind of a fuzzy, but you can use cotton, acrylic, whatever color you want till you get whatever makes you happy. Okay, so I have a few more, one more I think till I'm back around. See where I started there. Yep. So you should start seeing that, you know, that front loop right there, because you left your front loops open. Now that next round that we do, we're going to do a couple of different things. We're going to do what's called a double crochet, and we're still working in the back loop only because we need those front loops, because I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So go ahead and do a double crochet in the first one and 2 double crochets in the next one, working in the back loops only, and then a double crochet in the next one, And then we're going to do a 2 double crochets in the next one, because as we're building our seashell, we need to also expand and have it flat. So we're going to do another double crochet in the next one, and another half double crochet in the next one. Now, if you got ahead of me and thought we're doing this all the way around, I tricked you, because right now we're going to start doing a treble crochet. And the treble crochet is a wrap and a wrap, and you go into the back loop, and then you have that 4 on your hook, and then you're going to wrap it, and you're going to go through 1, 2, and that's a treble crochet. So that's kind of, and then in that next one you're going to do 2 treble crochets. And if you're not familiar with doing a treble crochet, again, that's something you can Google. I almost did a double, so a wrap and a wrap, 2 trebles in the next one. Mine's looking something like that. And what we're going to do is a treble in the next one. And 2 trebles in the next one. So you should have 2 trebles you're building in that next one. Back loops, because we're going to use those front loops, and I'll show you how. So you have like this little seashell right now, and we need to work in these front loops. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2, actually chain 3 because we did a treble, and going back into that front loop like that. See that front loop right there? So there's these front loops all the way around. We're going to go into that front loop, and we're going to slip stitch. So it kind of ends our seashell. And then in the front loop that you just started from, you're going to slip stitch. And I bend it so I can see the loops, and we're just going to slip stitch back. So we're backtracking, and those loops that we left that I said, ooh, that's important, that's what we're working in right now. You can see we're building our seashell. So bend it over, pull those loops through, slip stitching it. We're slip stitching now. And you should be able to go back, and we're going to do every single front loop that we have available until we can't do them anymore. So your seashell should look something like that. So again, what I did is I pulled back, and I'm slip stitching into those front loops that we left. And they'll end right about here. And when they do, we'll be finished. And I can show you what this will look like. And you can cut off your, so I think I have just a few more around in here. It gets a little tighter and hard to show you. And we're not going, the first rows we did, they didn't have the front loops, so we're not doing that. We're just going around to the ones that we had the front loops that we left. So you can see it's starting to look so cute. I think I have a few more. When you get to that point, like I'm getting to that point right now, where I'm at my last, I think that's actually my last front loop, then I'm going to pull it through, and I'm going to pull it all the way through so that you can see. And then I'm just going to go ahead and work my end piece back in with my plastic needle. If you have a metal needle, that's okay. But anyways, before I do that, I just kind of, oh, I have a terrible hangnail there. So you can see, that's my seashell for today. And I'm just gonna work that back in on my own time. And that was a lot of fun. So hopefully you can make your seashell too. And I will see you out there at Lori's Handiwork. Thanks a lot. Bye.